$0. Somebody tripping. Put me out. Anyway, you guys know, go break it down. Just to address the $0 situation, I want to sign all the. Well, I started a label. I was trying to start a label, and then since I was working with the girls, I was like, hey, I will present this opportunity. Y'all can sign to me. I can't get out no money because I ain't got no money. So that was it as far as like me trying to sign them for $0. Not something I don't really care that she signed. That was the point. Going over about the $50,000. I could have went about it a better way. I had signed the song over to Black Noise probably like 2 days, maybe the day before we left to Miami and we went to LA. So I did a distribution deal over the song, over the project, because FNF, she did the song for me for an album that I was working on some separate stuff. Then I thought about it. We was trying to already do an album together, me and the girls, in which we already agreed, all the girls agreed. So I was like, you know what, since Glow is on the song, I might well take this song and put it with the project to do the whole album together, because it makes sense, because it was moving pretty well. But at the time, I feel like I had needed some more power behind it, so that's why I went ahead and did the distribution deal, and it was a $50,000 advance, half up front, half after it finished. But the person who get the advance is the person who owned the masters, which was me, of the project. So I was gonna break the $25,000 up amongst the girls after the album was finished, because I was just breaking bread. I was just gonna break bread, and I was gonna keep the other $25,000. As far as like that song go, but like just the track record of like being in LA. So when we first dropped the song, everybody had been calling. Obviously, the people that wanted to do a distribution deal, they they called. Then we went to Miami, met with a label. They were talking about some BS. But at this time, just like my first time really meeting with all these labels, and you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm at the same time, I know some stuff, but I don't know everything. So some of the things that was said in the meetings were kind of going over my head. And I had my manager, I think she had her manager. Her manager was in there, but this nigga don't know nothing. So he's sitting there nodding his head like he understand. But I ain't really saying too much because I didn't want to say too much. And I get myself, trapped in what I said, but I'm gonna tell y'all later, like, I eventually still did that. So we get to LA because we were trying to shoot the Sweetie remix video. We get to LA, and by this time everybody was calling me trying to really sign Glow, but they were talking about the girls too, and they were talking about me as an individual, and they were talking about us all together. So me having a little more knowledge than everybody else, not saying I knew everything or I knew exactly what I need to know going into these meetings. I'm taking the girls into the meetings. We going together. We're going to the meetings together. It was more meetings was for me and Glow, so we going in the meetings together, and we talking. And I know people was trying to really sign her, most likely for the song and not for her as an artist. And as I'm in the meeting, I'm just soaking up the game, and I'm also telling them about what I already know. Well, I'm speaking on behalf of what I already know at the time. So, like I said, some of this stuff was going on in my head in the meetings, and I'm thinking I'm just like helping her out, building these relationships with these people in the meetings. But I was like, look, we gonna go in the meetings. You ain't gotta sign no paperwork. I ain't gonna make you sign no paperwork or nothing like that. But every time we had like some meetings, or I feel like it might have been a misunderstanding between me and her, I would go to her room and be like, hey, look, I messed up about this. Because I'm learning as I'm going into the meeting. I'm like, hey, look, I messed up. Her manager was in the room too. Or I called her manager in her room, and we'll sit there and talk about it. I'm like, hey, look, I messed up saying this. I really shouldn't have said this, because I just not learned. Like, because they taking what I'm saying and turning to some whole other industry mess. And I'm like, bro, I ain't really feeling this. And I could tell she thought I was trying to like backdoor her. But I explained that I did a distribution deal for the album, which FNF is on, and the album was with all the girls. So it was sad. If I was her, I'm like, yeah, this sounded sketchy. But I was trying to word it to it wasn't sketchy, but I was trying to word it to make sure she understood and that her manager understood. But I was like, bro, we gotta be on the same page, because at first when we went out to LA, we went out on the same page. So people were taking it and using, that's when they were starting to divide and conquer. They were trying to bring me into meetings and like have me away from everybody. And then they'll do the same thing with Mark. They'll take him to other rooms and have these meetings and trying to pull these little stunts and make plays out the song. And I'm trying to figure out what's going on. But in the midst of all that, I got everybody flying in, trying to help out. And, we trying to shoot the video. I got the hairstyles and makeup artists, etc. All that going on. I'm trying not to lose my thought pattern, because it's a lot of stuff going on. But throughout the course of the week, we were just having a lot of meetings, and I was messing up having so many meetings. I was taking the girls into the meetings, but I wasn't taking them for them to sign. I'm like, hey, look, this is something you might be interested in. We all taking these. This all new to us. I've been in like just a few meetings, but at the same time, it's all new to us. So taking it to the meetings, learning new stuff in the meetings. I mean, that's pretty much, that was it. But every night I would go into hotel room and be like, hey, look, this is going on. They go try to take the song if you sign to somebody. But we supposed to shoot the video for the FNF remix. And, got ahead call.
I want to say this so bad because it make it plain as day and so simple. And people don't hear so simple-minded and just buy. I don't even, my label means with me. I'm like, me and Hitkidd a good duo, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm telling him if I sign to y'all, you know what I'm saying, I want him to come with me. I'm saying that the whole time. And then another thing he kept saying, I can't remember exactly what it was about, but he ended up saying, if they want you, they gonna have to pay me. I forgot what amount he said. He just said between $100K or $500K. They're gonna have to pay me for this song. He got the same thing after he kept saying labels called me. So I'm like, he on some other. So he's saying I use CMG lawyers. My lawyer is not a CMG lawyer. He was trying to get me to use his lawyer though. He was like, use my lawyer. No, I'm not using your lawyer, you mad because I'm not using your lawyer. I used another lawyer, and he not CMG lawyer. Wrote that bar. He just said, say it again at the end. That's the only thing he contributed to that song.